She's texting me like, you really got to book that soon. If 30 exclamation points. I was like, I know.
I said, you got to pick where you're going on your honeymoon.
Yeah.
That was where I was saying yesterday. I said, you got to pick where you're going on your honeymoon. You got to book that soon. The prices go up. You got to book this shit.
You're not wrong.
I was like Magellan yesterday.
Yeah.
I was traveling the world in my mind yesterday. You should, the amount of hypothetical trips.
You sent me a few different countries. You were like, what about this?
Yeah, well,
because you're also looking for yourself.
I was looking for myself. I mean, we're getting married in spring 2025, which I also think will come really fast because, I was a little, I don't know if upset is the right word, but I told somebody, a friend, when I was getting married, and they were like, "Wow, that's so far. Why are you waiting so long?" And I was like,
thinking that
listen,
it's like
if we could get married tomorrow, we would. I was texting you yesterday, all different locations, because you get one idea in your head,
and it's when the idea pops in your head, you're like, this is the best idea.
Yeah,
ever.
I'm like, this is the best idea.
And you're like, this is what we're gonna do. And then you start to research, or you ask other people,
and then they're like, no.
And then you get maybe one person being like, and then you're like, fuck, I gotta find a whole other place.
Marty and I were talking about going to Fiji for our honeymoon, because when we first started dating, that was a specific. I remember so clearly him being like talking about like, what's your dream like vacation, like what's the one thing, and I remember him saying to me, Fiji, like if one day I can go to Fiji.
Is that where they went in couples retreat?
I don't know where Bora Bora, I think.
Okay.
And I remembered that, and I was like, wow, how nice would that be? Because I remember that being a conversation we talked about, like a dream, like, oh, I would love to go to Fiji. I was like, oh, that would be cute for our honeymoon.
Yeah.
And then I asked about Fiji to someone, and then they were like, nah. And I was like, oh no. And then I was looking at Spain. I was like, oh, what about like all these other places. There's so many.
What did your parents do?
God's beautiful earth.
My parents went to Vegas and then Hawaii.
Epic.
That's actually fun.
It's so them.
That's amazing.
Like,
yeah, it's awesome.
That is amazing.
Yeah, they like stopped in Vegas.
Little pit stop.
And then went to Hawaii.
Love that.
Which is fucking awesome.
Would you ever go to Hawaii?
I would love to go to Hawaii, but it's not going to be our honeymoon destination. We decided that last night. It won't be.
Why?
Just because we want, like, I don't know.
I was maybe thinking, I want to go, I just want to make sure where I go is like good weather,
Yes.
That's like, I just want to make sure it's warm.
Right, because you threw out something really cool to me where you were thinking about going, and I was like, that sounds fucking awesome, but then you were nervous about the weather.
Yeah, I mean, I can say it, it's fine. I was just like, we were looking at places in like Asia, thinking like Thailand, Indonesia, like that.
That would be so sick.
Maybe hit like a couple big cities and then do more like chill resort vibes. But then I also saw like that time of year, it's the rainy season. I don't know.
Right, and you don't want to show up and then it's raining the whole time.
No.
But that, like when you said that to me, I was like, wow, Fran, that would be so cool.
Yeah. So cool. And it's just, because I really want to go somewhere that I have never been, and two, I don't know if I would ever have the ability or like honor of going to again.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I feel like that's just something that I potentially would not go on a trip like that again. Or, you have kids, you have a family, then all of a sudden your family vacations.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
And
that's
also
a lot.
Very far destination. That's where Fiji came into play. Because I was like, this is far.
Right. You want to go,
and
you're like, I want to be on a plane for a long time.
Yeah, like, put me on a plane for a day. And same things with those places, because you
send me across the world.
You know that you're like, I may never do this again, but
experiencing a culture that you don't really know too much about and could maybe never experience again.
Yeah.
And have that be like a very special honeymoon trip.
Right. Because even like people have brought up Italy to us, because that's just the obvious, like we would go to Italy. But I see myself going to Italy with like family members. Yeah. Like all of like maybe our families, one day we decide we're going to go to Italy, or even us to go to Italy at some point.
Yeah.
Not for honeymoon. I want to do something that's like you exactly said, like maybe I will probably never go to this place again.
And it's all, all beautiful. Even you're just looking at all the beautiful options across the world. It's, whether it's Europe or Hawaii or Africa or it's just, the possibilities are endless.
They are.
My parents did Italy. And they did like the Positano,
Mm-hmm.
Amalfi Coast, which of course we all know is stunning and a very popular honeymoon destination, as it should be. It's drop dead gorgeous. But like I said, it's also, you know, I'm so hyper fixated on the time of year.
Yeah.
Like the weather, I can't get that out of my mind.
That makes sense though. You
Like,
want to go and enjoy the weather.
I know. Like I'm looking at, like even looking at places in Europe, I'm like, oh God, this looks beautiful, but am I pushing it on the dates? And I don't know why, like I'm reading random websites and just believing everything that's on there. That's like, oh, the rainy season is from August to end of August to end of October. And I'm just like believing every date that I'm reading. I'm like, it could not rain. Like,
Right, it could not rain when you're there.
It could not rain.
It's very possible.
So I don't know. I don't know.
Possibilities are endless, but you need to get on it.
I do. Yeah, I do. I know.
I sent Fran like she said 30 exclamation points, and then the text she sent back to me, I realized I was being kind of annoying. I was like, all right, I'm gonna chill out, but I want her to book it and get on it.
Yeah.